Hi guys. So the puppies are sleeping right now, but I wanted to show you what's going on with them developmentally right now. It's really exciting and always so much fun to watch. First of all, I noticed where they like to sleep, which is the same for every single litter I've ever had, is towards the gate. Mom often sleeps right here outside of it, and they're right here sleeping on their little blanket. But the exciting thing that I've seen happening here is first Fern pushed the fence over like this. We're going to be moving them later today. But they're in a 4-foot by 6-foot space, and Fern pushed this fence over, and just a bit ago they were having so much fun just like being on the new surface. They were slipping on it and getting up and laying on it because it's cooler. So it's great sensory stuff for them. And since we pulled the pig rail out of this pen here, Fern is able to kind of flex this. So that's part of some of the changes that happen as our area grows. But the big exciting thing that's happening here is if you look back at the whole pen here, we have at the front here is all clean. This is all nice and clean, and this continues to all be really clean. They experimented earlier this morning with going potty here, and so Fern cleaned that up, but after they did that once or twice, a couple of them, you can see there's 2 poops, and then they had peed a couple times. But after that, they haven't gone again. I've been working on the computer in here, so I've been watching them. But what they are doing is going back here to where it's dirty and consistently toddling over from their little bed spot over here to go potty. So these puppies at 18 days old now are showing a very strong affinity for just staying clean. And so our environment now needs to change to help them succeed at that. And that's what we will be doing here in just a little bit, is rearranging our house so that we can be ready for their next developmental period. So I love seeing it with these little puppies, and it's really fun to watch this unfold. And this is just in the last, they weren't doing this even last night. So this is a very new development in their nervous systems. This one's so cute. Another interesting thing that's happened is this little guy right here, Mr. Light Blue. When I got up this morning, he had gotten himself over this fence. Obviously not jumped, but more like fell out. And I thought it was just an accident, but then I put him back in, and about an hour later he was out again. So he has already mastered the first barrier challenge, which is kind of amazing. Because he has to go up and over that. It's about maybe 5-inch drop for him, and then he walks across this tile floor, and she either has her bed over here or she lays over here on the hard tile. And so this little guy traveled, and then when I found him this morning, he was just laying on the blanket like he belonged. It's really funny. So he's our overachiever right now. He's so cute. They're all pretty adorable. But they're changing, so we have to change now to get ready for them and change their environment. They're going from little neonates to actually little dogs. They're all set up in their new space. It's substantially bigger. It's the same width, but it's longer. They're really tired from their meal today. But it has a bed on one end, their toys in the middle, and their litter box down on that end. And they just got moved over, so they haven't actually like explored the box yet. So there's one piddle over there on the mat, on the pad. But as they get more used to this environment, they'll start going back in the green pad area and in the litter box. And the litter box is shredded cardboard. I've tried all different kinds of substrate for their litter boxes, and the shredded cardboard is by far the best I have ever found. It kind of forms like a mat. It sticks together, so it actually gives the puppies pretty good traction, and it absorbs quite a bit. And if they have softer poops, it kind of like makes a little mat around the poop, so everything stays a lot cleaner. So I highly recommend shredded cardboard for the box. But it just forms a nice, we have a big shredder and run our cardboard boxes through it and make that bedding. So it works great. And then eventually they'll be able to go outside right here through that door. So there they are. There's Fern. Good girl. They're figuring out their spot right now, where they're at. They're funny.